Hey, what's going on, everybody? Happy Monday. So today we have a very special training. I'm going to bring on one of my students that has gone from literally zero from scratch and has gone from 0 to 1,000 subscribers on YouTube. This is an incredible story, guys, because he actually started his affiliate marketing business back in 2018. I'll let him kind of explain that. He actually went into my one-on-one coaching program back in April of 2020. And since then, he hasn't even been on YouTube a year, and he just surpassed over 1,000 YouTube subscribers. Incredible story. We're going to go raw. We're really going to go into what he did to get to that 1,000 subscribers. So let me know who's on live. Type in a hashtag live down below. If you're watching on the replay, type in hashtag replay. So I want to introduce Grant Nicol. What's going on, brother?
Hey, Jonathan, great to be here. I'm excited. Thank you for having me.
I'm super excited to have you, man. So, I really like to showcase, especially students like you who have really put in the work, man. Like, I know you started your journey back in 2018, and you were kind of running around in circles. Then you decided to apply for my one-on-one program. You're perfect for the program. I mean, you're someone that was willing to work hard and not have excuses. Yeah. And man, since then, April of 2020, dude, you've already surpassed well over 1,000 YouTube subscribers. And now it's like you're growing like crazy, which we'll talk about a little bit later. But yeah, man, just give us like a backstory of kind of how you got started with affiliate marketing,
yep.
Why you started. Just give us, a kind of a rough overview of everything, man.
Sure, yeah. So I'd say about 5 years ago, I was working in London in pensions in finance. And to be honest with you, I didn't enjoy what I was doing. I was stuck in a 9 to 5. I was commuting to and from London every day, so 2.5 hours a day I was wasting. And by the end of the week, I was drained, I was exhausted, and I was unfulfilled. I knew I didn't want to do this, but I just didn't know what I wanted to do. I hadn't found what I wanted to do. Yeah. I knew I was making someone else rich, and I wanted to make myself rich. I wanted to be successful. I had a lot of high work ethic, but I just didn't know what to do. So anyway, to kind of cut a long story short, I knew I wanted to kind of try and find ways of making money online, since that would mean I could work from home, I could be independent, I could be my own boss, work my own hours. Yeah. So what I started to go to seminars in London. And if anyone's been in London, they know there's a lot of seminars. So when I was going to these seminars, I kept hearing the term affiliate marketing pop up. And I didn't think too much of it in the beginning, but then I kept hearing it. And one day I decided to go to a seminar, discovered affiliate marketing, and it sounded perfect, working from home and, being your own boss. So what I did is I then decided to kind of go into it and try and learn about it myself. I spent probably a couple of years trying to figure it out, went around in circles. I didn't have any mentorship or any investment. I didn't invest in myself. So it kind of took a long time to try and put all the pieces in the puzzle together and really learn this industry inside out. So the first couple of years were kind of like a journey, kind of not wasting my time, but kind of learning that you need to find someone who's already being successful in order for you to be successful. So then I ended up going into Legendary Marketer. And then I really started to learn a lot about the industry and how you can build sales funnels and collect emails and all that stuff. And then I saw yourself in there, and you were somebody that was already getting results at the time. And I knew that if I was to kind of get results, I need to be around somebody like yourself who was already been successful. So obviously I went into the mentorship program with you, and I created my YouTube channel in April last year. Before that, I was trying blogging and stuff like that, but that didn't really work out for me. And then when I started off in YouTube, April last year, it was difficult in the beginning. It was challenging. As you know, you didn't say anything, but my progress was in the beginning quite slow because I'd never done anything like this before. I was afraid to get in front of the camera. Yeah, I didn't know what I was doing. I didn't know anything about thumbnails. I didn't even have a HD camera. I was just creating videos because I wanted to have my own YouTube channel. But in the end, I realized that I was going to get better over time. I just needed to keep doing it, and nobody was seeing my content in the beginning because you can have the best content in the world, but if you don't have a lot of subscribers, then people tend to not listen to you. So that was challenging, trying to get through that the first few months. And gradually I started to get better at what I was doing, get more and more subscribers, and then start to think about the message that I was putting out in the videos. And then it's just kind of in the last, I'd say 3 or 4 months, kind of sped up the progress, really. So yeah, that's really it. And here I am today.
Yeah, dude, that's incredible. But like the biggest thing, man, was like when you first started, you started in April 2020. You were right. It was going really slow, but I expected that because I knew when I started, it was really slow as well. what I really like about working with you is you were actually like, you kept going, right? I've worked with a ton of people and, you know, they kind of stop, right? I mean, after 2 months of posting videos, I know it's hard, but you got to get through that suck,
Yeah.
right? And you got through that, man. And I told you from the beginning, once you hit over 1,000 subscribers on YouTube, you're going to snowball. You're going to start growing faster and faster. Because I think you hit 1,000, what was it, 2 weeks ago?
Yeah, I hit 1,000 actually 2 weeks ago, and since then it's sped up. But like you said, it's really interesting because that first 100 subscribers, and if anyone's watching this and they've just started their YouTube channel or they're between 100 and 1,000, that's the toughest part. But once you get past that, I don't know if it's the YouTube algorithm, but people see you more, people start subscribing, your content just goes snowball effect and it just gets more and more people. But like you said, in the beginning, most people, they've got the potential and they're able to do it, but they give up just before they start seeing results. So I think luckily for me, because I had you as a mentor, you'd already warned me about that. And I'd seen other people that have, you know, have said like, you know, if you're going to be successful on YouTube, you've got to keep going no matter what. And I was able to do that. So I kind of had the right mindset, luckily, but I can see why people do get frustrated and why people do quit. But if anyone's watching this and they've got their YouTube channel, maybe they're not seeing the progress. If you keep going and just try and concentrate on getting better every single week and don't compare yourself with anybody else, that's what I did. And that's just not good because you end up getting depressed. But just focus on getting better and you will get better and you will pick up subscribers. And the people that succeeded, the people that just keep going, you know?
Yeah. And I think that's a really good point, is that like, I think a lot of us, you know, even me, is like, I would compare myself to other people, right? Like, why are they going faster? Why are they making this much money? And you really have to focus on your journey, right? You have to focus on honing in on your skills and getting better at your craft. I mean, I've seen your videos when you first started, man. And now, I mean, I think you have better videos than me. And I mean, you've really just gotten really, really good at creating content. Now, since I know you mentioned you hit, you know, around 1,000 subscribers 2 weeks ago, but since then, man, I think you've literally almost doubled. I think you're almost at 2,000 subscribers, which is insane, right? I think you're at 1.7 now or 1.65, something like that, which is just incredible.
Yeah.
Dude, I'm telling you, like I told you this from the beginning, once you hit that 1,000 subscribers, you're going to start to snowball. So yeah, man, like what do you tell people that, you know, that want to get started on YouTube, but they're scared to get on? This is something that I get all the time, right? Like I have a ton of people that want to start YouTube, but how do you get over that fear, right? What would you, you know, say? Because you're in the trenches right now, and you know, you kind of just got over that fear. I mean, barely 10 months ago, right? So what do you tell people that are scared?
I mean, what I would say is just keep putting out videos, you know, and eventually the fear will subside. Some people, it would take longer than other people, but just don't be so hard on yourself. You know, realize that when you put out content, you're new to this. It's going to be difficult in the beginning, and maybe your videos are going to suck or whatever. But that's okay, because this is a learning process. And it's like you said, don't compare yourself with anybody else, because other people that are doing well, they may have had a head start, or they may have had certain training before you. So just keep doing it, and you will get more comfortable. Like anything, it's a skill. Nobody starts this off, amazing. You know, it takes time to get better at what you're doing. So there are other videos that you can do. You don't have to get in front of camera with YouTube. There are some things you can do. You can create videos, but you know what I would recommend is if you can get in front of camera, just keep doing it, and you'll get better at it, and you'll lose the fear eventually, and it will be like nothing in the end. It may take you a while, but just keep doing it, man. Yeah,
I love that, man. And I had a comment here from King, and she said, I have 235 subscribers now, trying to get to 1K. So for me personally, I remember around 200 to like 400 was very, very difficult. Yeah, you're in that plateau, right? And how many videos did you create, man? I'm curious, like within that 10 months, how much did you create?
That's one thing I wanted to mention, actually, because I created an awful lot of content. I was pretty much putting content out every single day. Now, looking back, what I would probably say is I would focus on quality over quantity. And I mean, you can look at it both ways. You can put out a lot of videos, and that way you're learning how to get better. But I would probably just slow down a little bit and focus probably on putting a little bit less out. But I think I was putting out a video every single day for the first 6 months, 7 months.
Well, yeah. And the thing is, like, another thing that I think we talked about in our last call was a lot of those videos that you posted in the beginning are barely starting to rank, right? So YouTube, for those of you guys that don't know, YouTube is different from Instagram, from Facebook, from TikTok, right? Where, you post like a video or you post a picture and you get that instant gratification, right? With YouTube, it's a little different. Me and Grant were talking about this is, he posted like his first, couple months of videos. Those videos are starting to gain traction. And same with me. I posted a video back when I got started and that one's starting to gain traction. And like, we were both like, we don't want that one to gain traction because those are we're just starting. But it's just funny because YouTube is so powerful, right? You post videos from years, months back, and those videos will get picked up later. And that's the power of YouTube. I think that's why I'm so passionate about teaching YouTube. Yes, I like TikTok, I like Instagram, but I use platforms to grow my YouTube channel. So that leads me to my next question. Did you use any other ways to grow your YouTube channel? Did you use Pinterest, TikTok? Were there any other ways that you used?
I started off using Pinterest, but to be honest with you, I didn't get too much success with Pinterest. I know other people do, but personally I didn't. But I got a lot of success from TikTok. I would create videos telling people to, giving value, focusing on giving people high value, showing people how to make money online. And then I would give a call to action, telling people to go over to my YouTube channel. So I was literally taking traffic from TikTok, where it's red hot, over to YouTube to get subscribers and views. So that's definitely something. That young lady that commented earlier on, if she's not already doing that, she could look into doing that as well, getting people from TikTok. That may help her to get more subscribers because she's already over the hard 100 mark. So well done for that. So yeah.
And that's the thing, right? Like I think you could grow just with YouTube itself, like if you focus on search. But I mean, we could definitely speed it up with other distribution sources, right? TikTok, using Instagram to drive people to your YouTube videos, because obviously we want to grow faster in the beginning. I know for you're looking to leave your 9-to-5 job, right? That's your main goal.
Yeah, that's it.
Okay. Yeah. And I believe 100% that YouTube is going to be that, it's going to be that platform that helps you do that. That was the platform that helped me leave my 9-to-5 job. So cool, man. That's very exciting. I have a question here. Do you have a link to your YouTube channel? Yeah. So I'll actually pull it up here. Let me just pull up my screen. But yeah, it's his channel is called Inspiring Affiliates. Let me pull it up real quick, and then I'll share my screen here. Very good channel. He's posting a ton of content. Can you guys see my screen there? All right. But yeah, this is his channel here, guys, Inspiring Affiliates. Definitely go subscribe to his channel. Look at how consistent he is. I mean, if I go to his videos, he's posting one day, yesterday, the day before, like literally almost every single day. And I see you're even posting some YouTube shorts, man. I know we kind of talked about that. How are the YouTube shorts doing on your channel? I'm curious to know, because I know I've been doing a lot of YouTube shorts myself, because that's kind of the new thing that YouTube's rolling out. How's that helping your channel grow?
Massively, to be honest with you.
Really?
For anyone who doesn't know, they're kind of like short 60-second clips that you can upload like in a vertical format. So you get like massive spikes. You can get like 200, 300, 400 views pretty quickly, because people like it because it's a bit shorter and it gets right to the point. So if anyone's got their YouTube channel and they haven't yet done so, I would definitely recommend introducing shorts, because you can get some views really quickly and subscribers. Definitely.
Now, how do you do your YouTube shorts? Do you do you make them specifically, or how do you do that?
So what I do personally is I create TikTok videos about making money online. And the great thing is with TikTok videos, you can use them because you film like vertical with TikTok videos. You can download your TikTok videos and then kind of just upload them to your YouTube channel, and it works. So you can just literally do that every time I put out a TikTok video. A day or so later, I then just download it and upload it to YouTube and just put shorts. So when you upload the video, you just need to put hashtag shorts in the title, and then YouTube will pick that up and it will go out as a short video. So, and people can search it and it shows up in your feed as well. So,
yeah. I know YouTube is really starting to roll that out a lot more. So if you guys are wanting an advantage that I wish I had that when I first started is YouTube Shorts, I think that's a great way to grow. So from what I've read and for what I learned is that YouTube is trying to compete with TikTok, right? So they have a new platform that's going to be 1-minute videos. Now, what I do, and I think Grant kind of does this similarly, is I'll post a TikTok. My main thing in the morning is to create a YouTube video, but then I'll create a TikTok, like a 1-minute version of that YouTube video. And within that TikTok, I'll give a call to action to that YouTube video. So if you think about it, so I'll make the YouTube video, then I'll make the TikTok that goes back to that YouTube video. But then I'll download that TikTok and upload it to YouTube for the evening, which goes back to that original YouTube video. So at the end of the day, we're trying to grow the YouTube channel because one, you know, we get ad revenue with YouTube, and two, obviously I can build a stronger brand with YouTube. Now, if you were just starting out, I mean, obviously TikTok is red hot right now. What advice would you give to someone starting out and they have no idea what traffic source to choose? So you know that TikTok is red hot traffic, it's fast, but you also know that YouTube is long term. So how would you recommend someone just starting out as far as traffic?
I would recommend them probably going into TikTok if they're looking to promote an affiliate offer and they're looking to get a lot of eyeballs really, really quickly on their offers, because every time you put out content on TikTok, you can get in front of thousands and thousands of people, and it's still really, really, you know, popular because it's still a relatively new platform. But in terms of long term, YouTube, because you get that ad revenue, and you know, like you mentioned earlier, when you're putting out videos, you may not think your videos are doing very well, you might get disappointed, but then in 2, 3, 4 months time, it starts ranking the video, and then you start getting like thousands of views. So for instant kind of views, definitely TikTok to get traffic, to get free traffic, that's perfect. But if you can also do YouTube as well, that would be more long term, that would come off in the long term. So TikTok and YouTube, definitely.
Yeah, and I know you use them in conjunction with each other, right? You use TikTok to grow your YouTube, so that's awesome, man. I want to talk about something real quick, and I think this is really going to help the audience out, because I think what most people think when they get started in this industry is they're going to make money very, very quickly, right? And I don't think that's very possible unless you're running paid ads, which obviously takes a ton of money to do testing. So what I want to show is like the graph, right? And I think we have very similar graphs in our Google Analytics or our YouTube Analytics. And I'm curious to see, since when I started and when you started, and I'd like to compare the two. So I'm going to pull up mine first, and then if you want to pull up yours, and I want to compare the differences for our Google Analytics or our YouTube Analytics. So let me share my screen again. So this is my graph here. This is when I started my channel. So May 1st, 2019. It's almost been 2 years. So May 2021 will be about 2 years. But Grant, this is what I want to show, man. Like within here, actually, I'm gonna bring this out a little bit. I'm gonna actually go to 12. I'm gonna go 12/31/2019. Okay. So what's crazy is I started out really, really slow, right? And I think this is kind of what happened to you. Like you were posting a ton of videos here, and like you weren't seeing any traction, right? You're like, it's frustrating because you're like, you're posting. It's like, oh my gosh, I'm not getting the traction. But all of a sudden, man, it just starts to spike, right? And that's kind of like what has happened with my channel throughout the years. Now, I'm curious to see your graph. I know you haven't been doing this a full year, but when you're ready, man, I'd like to see and compare your journey with my journey. Let's take a look.
So here you can see my graph here. I don't know if you can see that all right. Can you see that?
I can, yes.
Yeah, so this is since June last year up until March. So March this year. So you can see it starts off, there's barely nothing at all. You know, you get few views. You know, this is the thing that you're referring to here. You get frustrated, and this is where people normally stop. They're like, this is not worth it, you know. But if you just keep going, you're going to start seeing results right here. You can start seeing the views start picking up, and then bang, all of a sudden, you start getting crazy results, and you get past that 1,000 subscribers. It's just like, you know, it's out of control, and it just keeps going up and up and up. And you just need to keep staying consistent. That's why I keep putting out videos every single day, because, you know, YouTube likes that. And, you know, just to keep doing what you're doing, and it will just be the snowball effect. So it's just getting past that initial phase when you're struggling, you start to doubt yourself and you wonder whether or not it's worth it. And because everybody will, you'll just get to that point where it just explodes, you know, like you said with your graph as well.
Yeah. And dude, you had a huge explosion. I mean, this is happening as we speak. So, I mean, I like to come back and look at this in the next month or two and see if that continues to spike like that, because like I mentioned, you hit 1,000 subscribers, and I'm gonna remove your graph here. But anyway, you hit 1,000 subscribers barely like a few weeks ago, and now you've almost doubled that. And I think that's the power of YouTube that most people don't understand, right? It's like, if you have that mind of instant gratification, you're not going to do good on YouTube. You're not going to be in it for the long term. You might, create maybe 20, 30 videos and you might give up, right? Yeah. And you have to have that long-term mindset, right? And I think you've done an amazing job, brother. Like, I'm really, really proud of you that you got that past that 1,000 subscribers. I think that once you hit that, in your mind that you're going to be successful. You're going to be able to quit your job. Now you just got to continue to do what you're doing, right? And you're just going to grow. Now, what's the next goal? Like, I know you're almost getting close to getting monetized. What do you want to make to be able to leave your 9-to-5 job? What's your next goal moving forward with your YouTube channel?
I should be monetized. I've been just checking my stats. I should be monetized within the next couple of weeks, which was my first goal, was to be monetized. So once I'm monetized, then the content that I'm putting out will reach more people, because whenever you become monetized, people who run ads, their content gets shown to more people. So then my next step will be to get 10,000 subs. And then, I want to be able to make that first 10K month, and then by the end of the year, my target by the end of the year is to leave my job. So still got a lot of progress to do, but I'm going in the right direction and just keep staying consistent and keep doing it. So by the end of the year, hopefully I can be doing this full time and quit the job, and the subscribers will be quite high. So yeah. And another thing that I want to mention is, like, for those who don't know what YouTube monetization means, that means YouTube, your people run ads on your YouTube channel, so you get paid ad revenue, which is really nice. Okay, this is a great way people make a full-time income with this. Now, obviously, if you've been following me for forever, anyone knows that I don't monetize with YouTube monetization. I monetize with affiliate marketing, right? And Grant, I know that's kind of your main goal, is you want to monetize with high ticket affiliate marketing. Do you have plans in the future of, maybe creating your own course, your own coaching program, or do you want to stick with affiliate marketing? I know some people are just good with affiliate marketing, and because they don't have to create their own program, they don't have to create, they don't have to worry about their own coaching. What are you looking to do, man, in the future? So I'm looking to stick with affiliate marketing, grow my YouTube channel. I'd like to create my own online course as well about YouTube to share my experiences of how I was able to grow my channel. So that will come in the future. Nice. I also do one-on-one coaching as well. So I want to stick with that anyway, and stick with the affiliate marketing. And then in the future, maybe at the end of the year or beginning of next year, kind of look at creating my own course as well, so that I can get out there and share with my own experiences with people. So got a lot on, but yeah.
Yeah, man, that's cool. I mean, that kind of gives you some motivation, right? Like, okay, now I built a brand, I'm building the following. I'm assuming you're building your email list, which I think is even more important than your YouTube channel. But like, I think that's exciting, right? It's like we have these little goals when we first get started. Like for you, it's like, all right, let me just get to 100 subscribers. That was hard. You got there. Now let's get to 1,000. And dude, like, that's just incredible watching you. And I've been fortunate to be a part of that. That's why I'm very, very, I'm very picky on who I work with. Especially one-on-one, because I'm trading my time, and I want to be able to work with someone that's going to put in the work. And you've actually done that, man. So really, really proud of you. I can't wait to see you quit your job, hit that 10,000 subscribers and have your own coaching program, man. That's going to be, or your own course. I think that's going to be amazing. So if there's anything else you want to kind of talk about YouTube, let me know. But before that, guys, if you guys have any questions at all for Grant, we'll probably do a Q&A depending on his time. So start dropping questions down below. We are live. If you're on Facebook, jump over to YouTube, because we could actually, I can see your questions better on YouTube. For some reason, Facebook doesn't let me see it. So just drop your questions down below about YouTube if you have any specific questions for Grant. And man, go ahead and just, if there's anything else you want to talk about.
So what I wanted to do is I wanted to share with you my mistakes in the beginning. So hopefully if anyone's watching this and maybe, I don't know, they've created their YouTube channel, or they're struggling, or their progress isn't as fast as they'd like, I just want to share some things that I did wrong. And I think if I had the chance to do it again, it may help me. So I just put together a list. So the first thing I did wrong was I didn't have a HD camera. Now that sounds obvious and most people have it, but I didn't have a HD camera. So a lot of people, when they go onto YouTube, they create their videos. If they didn't know anything about YouTube at all, they may not have that. So if you guys haven't already done so, then get yourself a HD camera, because it makes the difference with the quality of your video. It looks more professional. and you can get it on Amazon for like, I don't know, like 10 or 20 bucks, really cheap. So that was the first thing that I did wrong. I didn't have a HD camera. The second thing was to invest in some video editing. I ended up purchasing some editing software called Filmora. I was able to edit. Yeah, I was able to edit. I think it's like $70 for like a one-off, and you can edit your videos. You can put B-rolls in. You can add music. It just makes it so much more professional, and you can cut out things. If you make a mistake, you don't have to start again. You can literally just pause, start talking again, and edit it, and it just looks absolutely fine. So that was definitely it. The third thing is to download a Google Chrome extension called TubeBuddy. That will help with your video titles, so you can rank, especially when you're starting off on YouTube. You need to try and rank with long tail keywords to help you out. So you, for example, make money online in 2021 for beginners. Okay, now you can do that, and that's great, but you need to know whether or not you have a good chance of ranking. So you can use TubeBuddy, and it will let you know what chances you have of getting on that first few results on YouTube, so you can get more eyeballs quickly to your channel. So that's TubeBuddy. The fourth thing is a tool called Morning Fame. Okay, that helps with your tags. I'm sure most of you know what tags are on YouTube videos, but you just basically letting YouTube know what your video is all about. That helps with the algorithm. So that's called Morning Fame. And that will help you again to get your videos seen by more people really quickly. The fifth thing that I noticed I did wrong was not planning my videos properly. So before you put out content, just take a second to kind of structure your videos so that you're getting your best message out to your customers or your subscribers. Before, I would just get on camera and just kind of film, and there was no structure, and I wasn't thinking about what I was saying, and as a result, you don't get people staying on your channel as long, or your videos. And you know, when people stay on longer on your videos, that's when your videos go viral. The viewer duration, the longer people stay, the more YouTube puts out your videos to more people. That was pretty much it. And also, what I would say as well is to help get your videos ranked, ask your viewers for a like within the first 2 minutes, because sometimes they won't even stay 2 minutes. A lot of people don't. They have short attention spans. So if you can ask them for a like early and they like your video, then that's going to help with ranking, because obviously the more likes you get, the better it is for the YouTube algorithm. And the last thing would be just to focus as well on putting out good thumbnails for your videos. It make all the difference. Your click-through rate is really, really important. You need to try and get that click-through rate as high as possible. That's when people obviously click on your videos. So one thing that I learned to do was just go over and start looking for other people in your niche that are crushing it. People that have tons of subscribers, and then just have a look at their kind of thumbnails and just try and take inspiration from it if you can. And not saying copy it at all, but just kind of look what people are doing. You don't need to try and create the wheel yourself. You can just find out what people are doing and then kind of model it on your own, thumbnails. So that way it's proven to work. So it will just speed up your progress. So yeah, man, those were just the 6 things that the most important things that I learned along my journey to try and, get more subscribers and more views. So hope it helps.
No, yeah, definitely. I mean, you hit that right on the head. It was like, I think when you first start out, you really need to focus on YouTube search, right? I think a lot of people will try to just post videos like it's an Instagram or a TikTok, where it's like, hey, look at me today, right? Or something like that, right? Where YouTube's a little different. You have to be more searchable in the beginning, right? You have to use the tools, as you mentioned, like TubeBuddy, to find keywords that people are already searching for, right? And the cool thing about that tool is it allows you to figure out if your channel can rank, right?
Exactly.
If your channel can show up, at least top 5 spots on YouTube for that specific ranking. So yeah, man, that's really, really helpful. And especially your thumbnails. I mean, like, that's such good advice, right? Like, just find someone that's already where you want to be and model what they're doing. You don't have to reinvent the wheel. Like, this stuff isn't hard. Like, I think people try to overcomplicate it, but it's not hard, right? You just have to model people that have already been there. So yeah, man, great advice. There's a few questions here. Do you have some time to answer some Q&A?
Yeah, sure, bro. No problem.
All right, cool, guys. If you have any other questions, drop them down below for Grant, and we'll just we'll answer a few questions here, and then we'll wrap it up. So we got a question here from 707 Clear. If you were to start affiliate marketing today, what would you have done differently?
Well, to be honest with you, the list that I just gave you for my own YouTube channel, I would have made sure that I had all that on board to start off, so that I would get faster progress. But for the first 2 years I mentioned earlier on in my story, I kind of were just lost. So what I would do is I would definitely find people that have already been successful and invest in myself and learn what I need to do to become successful, because I didn't want to invest in myself in the beginning. And a lot of people don't have the funds. I get it. But if you can, and you can spare a few dollars, invest in a program where they teach you what to do, so that you've literally saved yourself years and you're not running around trying to figure this all out yourself. I have people come back to me a lot on my Facebook. Every couple of years they come back and they're still stuck. But I try to say, if you just invest in yourself, I know it's difficult, but if you can somehow find a way to invest in yourself, you won't lose out in 2 years. You'll be able to just literally go to somebody who's already crushing it and say, what do I need to do? They'll lay it out for you, A, B, C, D. You just go and do it, and you just keep doing it, and you get better at doing it. And you just literally, it's not overcomplicated. You just need to find out what works and do it. So yeah, probably invest in myself, invest in a program, and get mentorship earlier. So
yeah, and I think that was a big thing for me as well, was like I didn't want to be in the same rut, right? Like I see people all the time, even in my own Facebook group, that they're literally in the same place they were when I started. And there's a reason for that, right? I mean, maybe they're working and things aren't working or whatever. Yeah. But I think the biggest thing is like, they don't have the proper mentorship. They don't have the proper program to kind of, follow, right? Now, of course, I think, I think if anyone were to, just be consistent, they could eventually get there, right? They're just going to have to do a lot of trial and error, right? So that's the only downside with that. But yeah, man, I love that answer.
Connections as well. You're starting to build connections when you're in a group or you're with people, and those connections are important, especially if you're going to do this long term. You need to be able to bounce ideas off people. You need to ask people for help when you get stuck. If you're trying to do this by yourself, it's twice as hard. So
Yeah, no, for sure. I mean, it's always, as an entrepreneur, we're on this journey alone, right? Because especially internet entrepreneurs, we don't go into an office. We don't, if we talk to people around us, they don't know what we're doing, right? We're just crazy people trying to make money on the internet. So I think you hit that right on the head, right? We have to find events, or we have to find masterminds or mentors to help us get through that, because you may have the blueprint, but you're not going to have the accountability from like a mentor to like push you through that next step, right? So yeah, man, very, very good answer. I have a question from Marco Bloom. Do you run paid traffic to your channel?
Actually, at the moment, no. I just focus on organic. I did a couple of ads with a website called Sprizzy. I don't know if you guys are familiar with it, but it's quite a good website. They do it for you. So you just basically sign up and you tell them about your channel, you put your link in, and they'll basically run an ad for you on YouTube based on your content. So I did that for a while. I got some subscribers when I was first starting out, but now it's just organic, kind of putting out videos, just building up that organic traffic. So it's all free at the moment.
Yeah, good, man. And I think that's one of the best ways to grow is free. I mean, yes, it's slower, but you also get a stronger audience, right? You have an audience that really knows, likes, and trusts you, which is a huge difference. Cool. I got a question from David Gutierrez. He says, do you use a camera to record yourself as a webcam when recording? Sorry, was coming on when you were about that and didn't get the whole thing.
Yes, I've got a HD camera that I use to record myself. And I also use a Google Chrome extension called Screencastify. So I use Screencastify to record my screen, and then I've got my HD camera that I plug in on top of that records it. So it's linked to Screencastify, so it's all linked. So then you literally just download it, and it's high quality. So yeah, I definitely recommend using a HD camera for that.
Cool, man. Good. Got a question from 707 Click. What aspect of Freedom Breakthrough did you like best? And I'm not sure if you actually went through it, because I know you're in the mentoring, but I'll let you go. Yeah,
I mean, I've been inside the course as well, and I've used it myself because it's brilliant. You've got all those super affiliates in there. I really like the bit with Nathan Lucas as well, because I'm looking to also get into blogging as well in the future properly. And he was going over some amazing details about how you can rank on Google, because what I want to do in the future is I want to have like blog posts, and I want to get everybody from Google over to my YouTube channel. That's my next kind of goal as well. So I can start pulling people over and get more subscribers. So that was a really good module where he talks about how you can like rank on Google when you do like articles or blog posts about affiliate marketing. So yeah, that was a real eye opener. So yeah, definitely the bit about that blogging.
Yeah, yeah. Let me just pull that up real quick. Now that you're talking about that, so that everyone knows what you're talking about. One second. Let me see if I can pull this up. One
There's
second.
also there was also a good bit as well with Joshua Ong about Facebook messaging as well, how you can get
Mhm.
potential clients Facebook messaging. That was a really good module. I think that was towards the end.
Right, right. Yeah, no, and I'll go through that real quick because I think that's really definitely an awesome module. So the one you're talking about was this one, Google SEO Mastery with Nathan Lucas, where he really dives deep into blogging. Now, I think blogging is an awesome way to like grow your business in conjunction with YouTube. Now, I love what you're saying, right? You got really good at YouTube. Now we can start moving into other sources, right? You focused
Exactly.
on that one thing. But this is the module that he's talking about here within Freedom Breakthrough. Now Grant didn't go through the whole breakthrough because he is in my one-on-one mentoring. So he did technically go through this, but more with my mentorship and my kind of my accountability stuff like that. So I know you went through parts of this. The organic sales with Joshua Ong is a great way to kind of learn how to close high ticket sales just with Messenger. So I know you kind of went through that as well, and we've kind of been talking about closing high ticket with Facebook, stuff like that. So yeah, man, just want to kind of go over that. Cool. Another question here: is there a way to speed up growth of your YouTube channel?
That's a good question. What I would say would be when you're trying to put out content, put out the best content you can. Try and rank properly for your keywords, so you can get stuff like TubeBuddy to do your keyword research for you, so you know whether or not you're not wasting your time. A lot of people don't use that. Make sure you insert good tags. Think of good call to action. Think of producing good quality videos that make sure that your kind of audience stays longer. The longer they stay on your channel, the better.
Mm-hmm.
Ask them for the likes. Don't give away your golden nugget straight away. Kind of tell them later on. So, for example, if you want to share some information with them, you make sure they watch the video first and give the information to them at the end. So kind of like structure it out that way, and you'll get longer viewer duration, and you'll get more views, and you'll be able to grow faster. But in the beginning, it's going to take a while anyway. As you saw from me, 10 months is quite good, quite quick. But some people take longer, some people take less. But in the beginning, it's going to take a bit of time. But yeah, just keep trying to focus on putting out the best quality video content you can. Make sure you use a HD camera. If you can do video editing, then do that, and make sure you rank for your video titles as well, so that, as like I said, you're not wasting your time. You can get as many people in front of you as quickly as possible with the least amount of subscribers.
Yeah, yeah, man, great way. That's a perfect answer, right? At the end of the day, this stuff takes time. It takes patience and perseverance, man. You got to persevere through the sucky time where it's going to take a while to grow. And as long as you have that on your mind, and you'll be fine. Like as long as you know that's going to happen, then you'll be able to push through that. So
Also, I just wanted to mention one thing as well. A lot of people, they think they get tempted by these kind of bot or spam websites where you can buy views or you can buy subscribers. And I don't know, when you're asking me that question, a lot of people think there's like a sort of a magic answer, but there's not. You just need to kind of keep doing what you're doing and focus on putting out great content. But a lot of people will be like, oh, go and buy, likes or buy subscribers, and you can get, but that doesn't work, because the people it's just a bot, for example, and the people that you're buying it are not going to be interested in your channel anyway. So there is no real like magic answer. It just takes time and effort, but you'll get there as long as you focus on putting out the best content.
yeah, and at the end of the day, it takes a while to kind of build trust with anyone, right? I mean, if you look at yourself or anyone watching, like any of your favorite YouTubers, you didn't just subscribe right away. I mean, most likely not. It takes a while for you to kind of trust that person, right? And to do that, you just have to keep posting content.
Yeah.
And yeah, man, I mean, if you're able to do that, I think YouTube's the most powerful thing on the planet. I mean, you've seen it already, and I can't wait till you get monetized, man. I can't wait to, hopefully get you on again in a few weeks and kind of celebrate that. I mean, I think that's a huge milestone because, I make a decent amount of money just with my YouTube ad revenue. So it's just another income stream that helps you get to that goal of quitting your job and to that 10K per month. So yeah, man, awesome having you on here. Now where where can we follow you? Anyone watching this, whether it's live or on the replay. And if you're watching live, type a hashtag live down below. If you've got a ton of value from this. If you're watching this on the replay, type a hashtag replay just to see who's on live. But Grant, so where can we follow you, man? Where can people on YouTube or where?
You can just go across to my YouTube channel, Inspiring Affiliates, and yeah, right there you can go across, and I always come back to comments, you know, so if you're watching any of the videos and you need any help, drop me a comment and I'll come back to you. Also, I have a Facebook group, Inspiring Affiliates, where you can go to on my Facebook channel. It's pretty much the same. You just type in Inspiring Affiliates in Facebook and it will pop up. It's a group. I try and share content in there. So yeah, so you can just do that. And also on YouTube, like I said, I'll message you back if you need anything or you need any help.
Cool, man. Awesome. I think that's all the questions I see on here. We have a few hashtag lives. Let me see here. Yeah, I think that's everything, man. If there's any other last minute words or anything you want to mention, or if not, we'll go ahead and get off, man. But thank you so much for being on. Yeah,
I appreciate it having you let me come on. And just want to say, if anyone's, like I said, still struggling with YouTube, just keep going and you will be successful. You just need to get past that first initial hurdle, you know, get your 100 subscribers and get your 1,000. And then, like I showed you in the charts, it will just spike.
Yeah.
Before long, you'll be monetized and you'll be so happy that you kept going. So do not give up. If anyone's watching this and they're doubting themselves, don't doubt yourself. Reach out for help. You know, Jonathan's around, I'm around, we'll help you out, and just keep going and you'll get there. So yeah, that's what I want to say.
Awesome, Grant. Thank you so much again, brother. And can't wait to have you back on when you hit your first 10K month and, you know, your first 100K subscribers, man. I think that'll be coming up soon. So thank you guys so much for watching, and we'll see you guys on the next one.